the ones that don't let you lose your soul. You gotta find your people, the ones that get the joke, who understand what you're saying for a word is spoke. You gotta find your people that put the needle in the groove. When you're together, you got nothing to prove. When you're together, you got nothing to lose. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. You gotta find your people that'll call your bluff, who ride along when the road is rough. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel equal. They pick you up and don't put you down, help you find your way in the lost and found. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. The ones that understand you, the ones that lend a hand to you, the ones that don't demand anything from you. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel alright, that tell you the truth and wish you well. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found a key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. With the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once, and he tried to touch the sun, and he lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. While they try to tear the mountains down, to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poorer man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High.
Good evening. Hold on. 1 second. I'm going to introduce Kathy Mills real quick, who's going to introduce me.
Hey guys, I have no idea why I'm doing this. I've never done this before, and I promise I'm not going to talk forever, but you know, I'm a big talker. But this girl is amazing. Yeah, Erin, go get it, girl. She can literally run down turkey buzzards on her bicycle. She can make snow boots out of Wonder Bread bags. And she can, let me see, what all else? Oh, her wit is faster than a speeding bullet. She's just the comeback queen. She's done this 14 years. 14 years she has entertained us for Girls Night Out. And y'all just keep coming, yeah. So, her name, of course, is Mrs. Jennifer Thomas Hedrick, but we all know her as Jen, and we all love her. Come on, Jen. Yeah, Jen. I'll put it in the kitty.
Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate it. Hey, why don't you go ahead and sign those red attendance pads, because we'd like to take credit for this tonight. You don't really have to sign anything. I mean, unless you want to, we can credit you for Easter if you want. I just want to welcome you to the Lord's House of Comedy tonight. Keep an eye out for lightning bolts. I always do. First and foremost, I want to thank the United Women of Faith for hosting this event. As Kathy said, this is our 14th year. And when we first started this, we served spaghetti and salad. I know, it was a long time. We've changed so much. After a few years, we started serving baked potatoes and salad. And then we were like, you know what? Let's make a statement this year. Let's get crazy and scandalous, and let's have soup and salad this year. So I just want to take a minute to thank the real MVP of Girls Night Out, salad. Get your fiber. Get your fiber. Couple of housekeeping items that I want to go over. This event is by donation. That is how funny I am. There is no set price. If you think I'm funny, tip a little more. If you don't, I will meet you in the parking lot afterwards, and I will tell you an inappropriate joke completely worth every dime. But just remember, if you're not laughing, it's by donation, okay? This event is a fundraiser for the United Women of Faith, specifically the Women of Purpose Circle. They use it to support their ministries. I say they, I'm part of it too. They also pimp me out to help pay their annual dues, okay? So I could be a yard sale, but I am by donation comedy, okay? I just want to make sure we understand that up front. Second little piece of housekeeping, I am moody. I am irritable. I am having hot flashes. I am sweating in my armpits and in my elbows and in my knees. When I do sleep, I sleep like a rotisserie chicken, toss and turn all night. If at any point during this time together that I sneeze, we're done. Okay? If I sneeze, just go home, because I'm done, okay? I just want to make sure that we're clear on all of that, okay? Now, I know you're looking at me, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that girl is not a slave to fashion. And you're right. I'm not. I am not a slave to fashion at all. And I think it's because when I do go try to find clothes and stuff, I get really confused about what some things are. And I think there are too many options. And listen, summer is my time to shine, because T-shirts and khaki shorts, that's my costume. That is my go-to. That's what I like to wear. But when I go, I have never, ever, ever walked into a store and thought, you know what? Today I feel like a petite, super skinny rock star. I've never thought that. But I go to buy like a pair of jeans or a pair of slacks, and I'm looking at the label, and it says it has secret panels. I don't know what that is. When do I find out the secret? Do I have to buy them and then they'll give me a password? That's a lot of responsibility to walk around with secret panels in your pants. Is this the same secret that came from Victoria? Does she have, I don't understand what the secret panels are or what they do. It's a huge responsibility. And who is this person that walks around in mom jean, high-waisted, rib cage, ankle bootleg flare, vintage, super skinny, rock star, distressed, holy? Who is she? Stop. I can't do it. Y'all, this is a true story. This happened this week. I went to Target. Target is actually selling Levi's now. And the cut is this: high-waisted wedgie. The tagline was, everybody deserves to be a little cheeky. No. Mm-mm. I am not going to buy a wedgie. If you don't know what a wedgie is, meet me in the parking lot and by donation, I will give you a wedgie. A wedgie is what, now it can be self-inflicted. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But it can be a self-inflicted wedgie. But it's when somebody grabs your, I don't know what to call it in church. I'm just going to call it your drawers, your foundation, your underwear, your panties, whatever you got. Sometimes your commando. We're not going to talk about that in the Lord's House of Comedy. But grabs the back of your underwear and just yanks it up as far as they can, like a spinal tap, okay? And it's painful. And Levi's at Target wants me to pay $70 for a wedgie. No. And the thing is, as women, if we have any social graces whatsoever, we cannot deal with the wedgie in public. Not the way that men can: snort, spit, grab, adjust, all that stuff. We can't do that. Have you ever gotten a wedgie and you got to work it out? And you just... got to work it out. Don't make it look obvious. I'm not paying you $70 for that. It's just not. Hang on. All right, I got it. Thanks. Okay. All right. So I'm not paying $70 for a wedgie. That's just not happening. The other thing, I think we have too many options. And I'm guilty of it too. All right, on the count of 3, I want everybody to show me your sippy cups. 1, 2, 3. Everybody, look, proud sippy cup people. Yes. Everybody. If you don't have it in here, I know it's in your car. We love our sippy cups. And it started, I just want to hydrate. No, you do not. I have never been so far away from a fresh water source or civilization that I needed to carry around 128 ounces of anything. And the thing is, we have sippy cups for all kinds of occasions, don't we? This is my sippy cup. I like to sticker mine up. So mine is sort of a scrapbook of the places I've been and stuff like that. But we have sippy cup for when we work out, right? We have a sippy cup for when we go on walks. Maybe we have a sippy cup that's like the contraband sippy cup. You know what I'm saying? You know the beach sippy cup I'm talking about? Yes. Tailgating sippy cup and all that stuff. We even have a sippy cup for church. We have a sippy cup for church just for Jesus. And it says something like, "Not today, Satan. Not before I've had my coffee." Or it'll say something like, "All I need is a little bit of caffeine and a whole lot of Jesus." Live, laugh, love. I want to talk about that for a minute. I am not, nor will I ever be live, laugh, love. If you are, I'm happy for you, but I will never be live, laugh, love. I am survive, scream, and tolerate all day long. Survive, scream, and tolerate. Blessed and thankful, but I will tolerate you. You get all that stuff at Hobby Lobby. If God had a gift shop, if you need Jesus merch, that's where you go. You go to Hobby Lobby. Don't go on Sunday. Don't go on Sunday. But if you need some Jesus merch, you go to Hobby Lobby. I myself am a mediocre Christian, but I love a good scriptural wall hanging. Throw pillow with scripture on it. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Live, laugh, love, blessed. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So I went to the Hobby Lobby because I wanted to see if they had something with my favorite Bible verse on it. And I looked around and I did not see the vinyl lettering for the verse that I wanted. And I didn't see the throw pillow. I didn't see a mug. I didn't see anything with my favorite Bible verse on it. And so I asked the lady, I was like, hey, I'm looking for something. I'm seeing a lot of, live, laugh, love, and blessed and thankful. And I really want something with my favorite Bible verse on it. She's like, well, what is it? And I was like, well, it's Judges 4:21. She said, I'm not familiar with that. Y'all know Judges 4:21, right? I'm really going to have to do a little scripture lesson now, right? Judges 4:21. Everybody get real quiet. Then, while he was fast asleep from exhaustion, Jael, wife of Heber, took a tent peg and hammer, tiptoed toward him, and drove the tent peg through his temple. And all the way into the ground. He convulsed and died. They do not have that at the Hobby Lobby. So if anybody comes across a throw pillow with he convulsed and died, and maybe a tent peg and a hammer embroidered on it, I would love that. I really would. But they did not have that. And so when she realized what the verse was, she said, get behind me, Satan, and I can never go to Hobby Lobby again. Yeah, survive, scream, and tolerate. So the other thing that I think, in addition to sippy cups, and you understand with the sippy cups, they're expensive. Okay, I mean, a decent one, 30, 40, 50 bucks or something like that. So I want you to think about it. We're complaining about gas prices, but we will pay $150 for a sippy cup and a wedgie. What? No. By donation. Yes. But the other thing that I think we have too many options of, and another thing that I just don't understand, are scents or smells of things that are sold now, and also flavors. When I was growing up, and I grew up in the South, so we didn't have soda, we didn't have pop, we had drinks, right? And there were only a few. There were Coke and Pepsi, and of course, fewer from here, Sundrop, Cheerwine, Mountain Dew. But it was, not many to choose from. And flavors of Kool-Aid were grape, cherry, maybe lemonade. And I understand that. I still understand that. Gatorade has a flavor called Glacier Freeze. Show of hands, how many of you know what a glacier tastes like? Y'all raising your hand. When did you lick a glacier? Have you licked a glacier? You have? Did your tongue stick? Y'all, Glacier Freeze is not a flavor. It's a weather forecast. Okay? I have no idea what Glacier Freeze tastes like. So if you want to market to me and you want to be super ambiguous with what the flavors are, hit me with something that's a core memory from my childhood. So Gatorade, why don't you bottle like hot summer house spigot hose pipe. You know, you drink out the hose pipe, then you'd be like, what that was. Or you know that flavor you get when you accidentally drink a little bit of orange juice after you brush your teeth? You know what I'm talking about? And I hesitate to say this one because as soon as I say it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to look stupid like, how did that happen? But if somebody licked a glacier, you already beat me to it. Have you ever, like, accidentally, like, it was a residue on your hands or something like that, got a little taste of deodorant? Okay, some of you licked deodorant, you know you did. That'll, like, oh, it's like sandpaper on there. Yeah. And I'm going to say this, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a flavor. Green plastic water gun. You can taste the vitamins and minerals in it. Literally, you can taste that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How many of you have younger siblings? Younger siblings, yes. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, you do, Aaron. Well, I'm going to talk about mine a whole lot now. Where are you? There you go. I know it's coming. No, but I just want to, what a blessing. Live, laugh, love. I know. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. So I want to tell you about another core. I don't know if it would be a flavor or a scent so much as it just was, it was just awful experience. My sister Betsy and I shared a bedroom until I was about 6 years old. 6 years old. I'm sorry, sixth grade. And we're about we're like 5 years apart or so. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. Pipe down. So anyway, we shared a bedroom until I was about in the sixth grade, and we also shared a bed. Betsy was just not concerned whatsoever with potty training. Have you gotten past it? You good? You sure? Depends. Sorry. Sorry. I'm poised. Anyway, so I can vividly remember this feeling of waking up and my right side would just be wet. And Betsy's favorite snack in the whole wide world was Vienna sausages straight out of a can. Core memory that I have of a smell is urine and Vienna sausages. And every time I think about it, it stings my legs to think about it. It just hurts. But that little girl would walk around eating Vienna sausages right out of the can. That's just nasty. That's worse than licking a glacier, you know. But listen, younger siblings are just such a gift from God because they are just like our own personal piñata. You just beat them and beat them and beat them and no candy ever falls out. But another significant pairing of a taste, my great-grandmother, my granny lived with us the last 10 years of her life. She lived to be 99 years old. And my granny used a walker. Now, my granny did not use the aerodynamic tennis ball walkers of today. My granny had like forged in steel, 50-pound iron walker. And Betsy and I used to do gymnastics on it. I kid you not. We used to do gymnastics on it. And my granny on the walker, she had this it was like a granny fanny pack. And that's where she would keep like all of her things, you know. She'd have extra hearing aid batteries and she had some candy. Well, one of my granny's habits, and it was just what I remember about her, is she dipped snuff. And I don't know if you know what snuff is, but it's like tobacco that's been pulverized into a powder and then sifted through the gates of hell and kissed by Satan's tongue. So Granny had this little tin box that she would carry her snuff around in, and the lid would never stay on it. But she would put it down in her granny fanny pack. And so Betsy and I we would do gymnastics on the walker and all the, ta-da! Oh, thank you. We would do all that stuff, and Granny was like, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And then she would say, get you some candy. Get you some candy out of the bag. And so Betsy and I would go, and she liked Mounds and Almond Joys. And so we would get like an Almond Joy, and we'd be eating, and it'd be like, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes your head's going to explode off your head. Oh, my Lord. It was like Almond Joy and snuff. And that is a core memory. Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts so bad. But my granny, she had the snuff and the walker, and she was just precious. And she lived to be 99 years old, but to this day, I can still taste what snuff and Mounds taste like in my mouth. So we used to, another thing that siblings are really good for is we used to, in the summertime, we would have lemonade stands or Kool-Aid stands. And we lived sort of on the edge of a neighborhood. We were on the main road, and speed limit was like 45 or so. And then the neighborhood was sort of behind us. So we were on a main thoroughfare with lots of traffic. But we would always have the lemonade stand in our yard. So we'd get everybody over there, and we could never get cars to stop because they were going entirely too fast, and it was a dangerous road. And so we were like, we need a business model that's going to get cars to stop. So we put Betsy in the middle of the road to see if cars would stop. Sometimes they did, because they were like, what was that? I don't know, but it smells like Vienna sausages and pee-pee now. She's standing out there, her little Kool-Aid. You all right? I know it's coming. So I went to the beach last week, and I really enjoy the drive between here and I go to Sunset Beach, which is close to Holden and Ocean Isle. So from here to Brunswick County, I do want to let y'all know this is an update from last summer. There are $15 Generals on the way. Just letting you know. They've built some new ones. But I think I love that drive so much just because I feel like it really showcases the entrepreneurial spirit of our country. Because on the way, you can get boiled peanuts. You can get your taxes done. You can have your small engines repaired. You can have your taxidermy done. You can have somebody notarize the used car that you bought out of their front yard when you had actually stopped for free puppies. And you can also get your hair did. That's all at one house. Thank you, Jesus. Let's go, Brandon. You see it in your head. I know you see it in your head. But I really, one thing that I will say that I did learn is that nobody between here and Brunswick County, all the fruit and vegetable stands and stuff, which I love, but nobody between here and Brunswick County knows how to spell cantaloupe. Nobody knows. They also don't leave enough room on the sign. They start out strong. C-A-N-T-E-L-O-P. Nobody knows how to spell cantaloupe, but that's okay. And I do like the hair salons because they always have like the best names. Hair Force One. The Main Event. My favorite. Curl Up and Die. Jeez, Mildred. I love words And I don't like when people abuse words, like when they don't know how to say them, use them, spell them, punctuate them. It drives me crazy. It really. I seen you. No, you did not. You did not seen me do any. Yes, I did. I seen you go to the library. You did not. You might have seen me go down to Chimley, but you did not see me go to the library. You did not seen me do anything. And if you do not know how to use the apostrophe S, it's not okay to put a Z in its place. Kids. No, it's apostrophe S. And I'm going to tell you something, and I've talked about this before. This drives me crazy. If you go to a preschool or if you go to an after-school daycare that's called Kitty College, and college is spelled with a K, because college is not spelled with a K, and it's higher learning, and it's by donation, okay? Kitty College, if you go to, we going in the parking lot? All right, let's go. We going to the parking lot. Come on. I'm going to give you a wedgie. She's like, oh, God, she's following me. Kitty College. College is spelled with a C. Oh, my goodness. I mean, just don't be dumb. D-U-M, dumb. Never mind. So one of the other things with marketing is I feel really ripped off with deodorant. Men's deodorant has the coolest names. They do. Testosterone Panther, Swagger, Timber, Nighthawk. And women's are like Disappointed Meadow, Exhaustion, Night Sweats. So I have decided that I want to create like my own line of women's deodorant. And I'm going to call it Estrogen. That's right. That's what we're going to call it. And it's going to be called like, live, laugh, leave me alone. Tick, peg, and hammer. Night sweats. Yeah. So look for estrogen. Coming sometime really, really soon. So a couple of years ago, I had to have my first colonoscopy. And I know that it's really more convenient now to just send the sample through the mail. I do not have the mental maturity to be able to do that. I have spent the better part of the last 20 years in youth ministry hanging out with people that wear Crocs and think fart jokes are funny. And that's my strength. So I don't see how in the world anybody could expect me, first of all, to get the sample. That's not happening. And then you're telling me I gotta like take it to the post office. I know what's in the box. Can I help? Who's next in line? Yeah, I need to send this first class right away. Priority, please. Is there anything liquid, perishable, fragile, any lithium batteries? I won't know that till they take the sample and test it. I don't know. It was pretty liquidy, though. Do you need a tracking number? I had skid marks. Just take it. Do you need any other packing material? I have secret panels. I I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And if I can't do it at the post office, you know I can't go to UPS. Walk in. What can Brown do for you? I can't do it. And then, like, I know you can, like, leave it on your front porch. I'm terrified that I'm going to go to the front porch and there's going to be raccoons being like, whoa. I don't know what animal that is, but no. I'm terrified. And then the other horrible thing that could happen is, you know, like, Kidney Foundation comes and picks it up. Sorry. So, yeah, I can't do that. So I just have to go and have it done in the doctor's office. And so in order to get ready for my experience a few years ago, I went online, and I was just trying to get some information about what to expect. And, you know, they go through all the things, but I just wanted to hear it from somebody. And I happened to stumble upon this just national treasure, Kathleen. Kathleen decided to blog about her colonoscopy experience and had a lot of great tips and a lot of insight. And I'm going to tell you right now, she shops at Hobby Lobby. And I really loved the narrative that she created. And so I'm going to read you some of her tips and tricks. All of that being said, I want you to realize something else. After I had mine done, I responded to Kathleen. So I'm going to read you Kathleen's tips and tricks for her best experience with a colonoscopy. I'm going to highlight my favorites. She lays a lot of groundwork about 3 to 4 days out, things like switching your diet, drinking lots of water, making sure you've got a prep kit and anti-nausea medication. She even has a mantra. You want to know what Kathleen's colonoscopy mantra is? Remember, anything you put in your body has to come out. Hobby Lobby had that. She goes shopping. She makes a run to Target about 3 days out. This is what she buys. About a 6-pack of Smart Water, because it contains electrolytes. Jell-O, no red or purple allowed. Italian ices, again, no red or purple. Hard candy, I like lemon. Sugar-free gum. Gatorade, I bet it's a Glacier Freeze. Sprite, apple juice, chicken bouillon cubes. Drinking straws, a lime, and don't forget a tube of Preparation H and baby wet wipes. I had no idea. That's like $80 Target run. And if you get the wedgie jeans, that's $150. And it's just going to be ruined. Okay. So Kathleen walks us through her clear liquid diet, the importance of staying hydrated, and then Kathleen downs 4 Dulcolax tablets, and things begin to happen. After you have taken Dulcolax and before you drink your first bottle of Suprep, send your loved ones to a movie, a game, a play date, whatever it takes to assure that you have privacy for the next few hours at home. When it is time for you to drink your first bottle of Suprep, you may worry that the taste will be terrible or that you won't be able to finish the bottle. Tell yourself, I can do this. Mix the 6-ounce bottle with water in the 16th ounce. There's another reason for a sippy cup. 16-ounce cup that is provided with your kit. I had researched this topic for days and combined tips from several web-based advisors. Use a fun glass. Martini glass, beer mug, wine goblet, etc. Drink through, this kills me. Kathleen, you're killing me. Drink through a straw as fast as possible without choking work best for me. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. Take a breath and suck a slice of lime. Repeat. If the lime isn't working for you, have a piece of hard candy or gum to cancel out the aftertaste. Once you have finished the first bottle of Soup Prep, give yourself a high five. I'm not going to be doing that, Kathleen. Settle in for the evening. You need quick access to a potty, really quick. The warning can be very short notice. Oh. When it's time for your second bottle of Soup Prep, you may want to try adding some crushed ice and a splash of ginger ale. Kathleen. Sprite or club soda to your 16-ounce cup of fun. Don't forget your drinking straw. For me, faster was better, meaning the quicker I could gulp down the 16 ounces, the better. Sucking on lemon-flavored lemon candies. Lemon-flavored lemon candy. Okay. Help me chug the 32 ounces of water required to reach the finish line. I wrapped up the prep party around 11 p.m. and fell asleep for about 2 hours. Mother Nature called on me one more time, and then I slept well until my alarm rang at 5 a.m. After a quick shower and a 20-minute commute with nothing to eat or drink, the next few hours were a breeze. I completed a few forms, paid my copay, spoke with my doctor and his team, and had the best nap I ever had. I woke up with my husband snuggled by my side. Ew. The doctor gave me a clean bill of health and praised me for my outstanding prep and pristine colon. See you in 10 years. The rebuttal. This is my experience. While I appreciate Kathleen's upbeat, positive approach, let me be honest. My Soup Prep day, my loved ones would not leave the house, much less the couch, and drank half my Gatorade and ate all my Jell-O. I have never had a moment of privacy since giving birth, and this occasion would prove to be no different. I got ready to down my first bottle of Soup Prep. I was worried that it would taste awful. To my surprise, it was so much worse than I had expected. This salty, thick concoction of polluted ocean water and low-tide scum that I shotgun like a warm Bud Light in high school under the bleachers. I didn't really do that. It was Michelob Light. There was no fun glass and crazy straw because this isn't a baby shower, Kathleen. It's hand-to-hand intestinal combat. It's licking the sulfur doormat lying at the gates of hell, Kathleen. And no, I didn't give myself a high five. I fell to my knees and wove a tapestry of obscenities and confessed all my sins. Settle in for the evening. You need quick access to a potty. No, Kathleen, you don't need quick access to a potty. Potties are for cute toddlers who wear Batman pull-ups. What we need, Kathleen, is a truck stop in the middle of nowhere with industrial plumbing and a spot in the witness protection program. Because you're never going to be that same you again, Kathleen. You'll need a new identity and a fresh start. And when it's time for your second bottle of Soup Prep, it's just as bad at the first. And it doesn't matter if you add ginger ale or rat poisoning. You're chugging medically approved Drano, and it's going to clean you out whether you add crushed ice or not. Chew on all the lime and hard candy you want. You've just lit the fuse to a fireworks show that's about to go off in your colon. I couldn't fall asleep, Kathleen. I was afraid to fall asleep. I was afraid I'd wake up in a crime scene on the bathroom floor. I had rumblings and gurglings in my gut that frightened my dogs. Made the raccoons on the front porch run away. All night I was pacing and stooped over, apologizing to my family for the inhuman cacophony of noises that they were hearing, an unprecedented strain that I was putting on residential plumbing. After a total of about 8 minutes of sleep with one foot on the ground, I got up absolutely famished, irritable, tired, and stripped of all dignity from the night before. We headed to the doctor's office, and I was greeted by an overly bubbly receptionist wearing pink poop emoji scrubs. She got me checked in, encouraged me to go one more time just to be sure, and then I had to explain it in great detail. The doctor explained the procedure, showed me the camera he'd use, and then told me his favorite colonoscopy joke. The anesthesiologist put the mask over my face, told me to count backwards from 9. I got to 8, and I woke up with Kathleen's husband snuggled beside me. I drove a tent peg through his head. He convulsed and died. All right, 1 second. Hold on. This is where your buy donation is going to pay off, I think. Hold on. Do y'all smell Vienna sausages over there? So this is going to be a little unusual, but I already showed you how to go a wedgie, how to take care of that. Hang on. About 6.5 months ago, my mom passed away very unexpectedly. And she always came to these events. And it's been really, really hard for me the last 6.5 months to find the funny. I love to hear people laugh. And I love to hear her laugh. And I've missed that greatly. When my sister and I, when we were kind of getting over the initial shock and everything, and we went to the house and we were going through pictures and stuff like that, we found this little nugget, this treasure trove of pictures. And we kind of some of you may have seen some of these, where we would start posting horrible pictures of each other and then writing a caption or some sort of narrative, and we fired them back and forth at each other. We would be sitting in the same room, and we're posting them on Facebook just as fast as we can. And it became this way to sort of laugh through the grief. And so what Betsy and I would like to do tonight, and I will go ahead and tell you, there's one that I have not approved. And I have no idea what's going to happen, okay? So you're going to be as surprised as I am. And you're getting a wedgie, I'm just telling you. We're all going to chip in, and you're getting a wedgie. But so anyway, we're gonna fire these photos back and forth, and we're going to actually read what we wrote to each other. And one of the blessings of tonight is my friend Sharon from the sixth grade, came all the way from Huntersville, all the way from Huntersville to be here. Now, we sat beside each other in sixth grade and did like the whole slumber party circuit. And so we were kind of catching up over the last, 40 years or whatever. And she pulls out her phone and she was like, "You gave me this picture in sixth grade." And it's one of the ones that Betsy chose that was a horrible picture of me. And that's unfortunately, it's not in the lineup, but Sharon has it if anybody wants to. It's horrible. It's awful. And you'll see I dress exactly the same too. Okay, so I would like to, sweater is the same. Yeah, hair's a little bit different. So, and my son Joe is going to help me out. So let's go, we'll go to the first picture there. There we go. No. So this is the story that goes with this picture. Okay. Join us on our financial journey that is not a pyramid scheme. If you need essential oils or are looking to sell your ugly house, want a way to make an income entirely at home while caring for your family and doing weekly meal prep? Want more info on harvesting mushrooms? Interested in a 6-figure income with no exercise and eating what you want? Do you need a patent for your worm farm? Like to make your own home brew with organic waste? I should have looked over this before. Tired of negative ads on social media? Need intentional, out-of-the-box, empowering, circle back, unpacked self-care? We are your team. We offer one-on-one, customized, personal dialogue. You and our shoulder pads are our priority. I know, you got shoulder pads on, don't you? Okay.
Came prepared.
And okay, go ahead and go to the next one, Joe. Okay. So this is also mine. This is the picture that started the whole thing. And I'll give you a little backstory on this. My mom used to make us enter like contests, like 4-H contests for our local county fair, and we always had to do like flower arrangements and stuff like that. So Betsy had done a flower arrangement. My mom actually did it.
No, I did it myself.
No, and so we went to check. We went to check to see if she won anything, and dadgum, she got Blue Ribbon and Junior Achievement Award.
That's right.
Hold
Right
on,
here.
wait, that's not funny.
Thank you.
Wait, but the funny thing about it is, I don't know if you'll notice this or not, but she had shaved off her eyebrows. And she was like, so that was the picture that started the whole thing. And so what I wrote was, today I just want to take a moment to remember when my little sister shaved her eyebrows, cut off her bangs, and accidentally won first place and the Junior Achievement Award for an arrangement that Mama made her do for the Dixie Classic Fair. You're welcome, shots fired. Oh, we're sharing, sorry. Okay, Joe.
It honestly did not take much for me to find pictures. I had to send Jen pictures of me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
Go
just
ahead.
saying.
You smell
Okay.
like pee-pee.
Always.
Sorry. Okay, so I see what you did.
She's a go-getter, this one. She just gave a presentation this morning at the Rotary Club on how to balance work and motherhood. She makes a mean chicken tetrazzini, and she just launched her new side gig, Year-Round Wardrobe, a seasonal color analysis. You can tell she's in autumn. Just look how that red blouse from Hamrick's paired with her gray wool blazer accentuates the yellow tones in her complexion. Every career girl can only hope to be like her in the 4th grade.
That's awesome. I think I had scurvy or
This
something.
is ridiculous. Don't sneeze.
I'm sorry, y'all can just go home. We'll just keep doing this. She couldn't just have like a go-kart. Sort of. She had to have like a Model T. She dressed up for the parade. She gonna ride in the parade in her Model T. Look at her friend Rebecca is like, what in the world is happening? So, when you just want to put the top down and dress up like Little Debbie, crank up the banjo tunes and don't forget to top off that Snapper lawnmower Model T with 2-cycle engine oil so you can smell like exhaust fumes and Vienna sausages. It's the only way to experience the Great Plains of America.
I know, I need that.
Oh, you need that, sorry.
Oh, this one was so easy. Lots of people like Charlie Brown and Linus, but I was always a big fan of Peppermint Patty.
Oh, I love this one. I can't believe Mama paid for that. Ooh, okay.
Well, she didn't buy my school picture the year I got rid of my eyebrows. True story.
Well, you had the Junior Achievement Award to hold you up for a while. For so many of us, our first friends are those beloved ones that spring forth from the wonders of our childhood imaginations. But for Betsy, it was the sacred friendship she found in a velvet tufted chair. She cleaved to its artisan stitching, and it made her smile. A smile that could only be measured years later by her orthodontist. Betsy's pink Lacoste shirt was a perfect complement to its rich cranberry hue. Together, they would sit for hours and hours and hours and do absolutely nothing. She loved that chair, and it loved her right back. It did. Oh, no. This is my favorite one because of what she wrote.
This will be your second favorite shortly. Bear with me. By the end of her first year as a brownie, Jen learned so many things. One, they don't call them brownies because that's the dessert of choice. Two, the pouch on her belt was not intended to carry a shiv made from a rock found in the creek behind her house, especially not for second grade show and tell. Three, the other girls in the brownies were more interested in learning how to crochet lap blankets for the elderly and less interested in learning to pillage abandoned homes for provisions needed to survive an afternoon in the creepy woods in your neighborhood. Four, the brownie uniforms were similar to her everyday Garanimals wardrobe and did not have to be worn all at the same time. She could actually mix and match pants with shirt or shirt with dress. And five, and this is true, it's all true. Her fearless spirit and hunger for wild adventure would eventually serve her well as the leader of the neighborhood girl gang known as the Hastings Hill Hobos.
We were in the parade beside your Model T, too, by the way.
Yes.
I love this. See, that's special right there. I can smell that. I can smell that. It's ammonia and Vienna sausages.
It's that weird jelly stuff in the Vienna
It's
sausage.
in the shag carpet, I bet you, too. Perched atop a shag carpet remnant platform with her favorite one-eared pink bunny by her side, which was facing the opposite direction, Betsy began her lifelong dream to be a Funko Pop model at an early age. Her signature pose, casual hands on knees with those creepy little spider-like fingers, and the subtle mouth-breathing nod to the camera. Those bangs, though, that was before you cut them, I guess. Those bangs, though, meant to draw your attention away from the fact that her neck wasn't fully developed. And wouldn't be for quite some time. The layered look of turtleneck and apple, whatever that thing is, she truly was a precious moment Funko Pop. I think that's enough for now.
No. Joe, next slide, please. I mean, that one just slapped me in the face. Slapped y'all in the face too, didn't it? Very few knew that before his passion for confections, Willy Wonka played shortstop and led the team to the Little League Championship. You're welcome.
Good. There's so much happening. If you could just do some sort of butt sculpture nest on top of my head, then just hit me with a hint of mullet in the back. I've got some pearls and lip gloss I just can't wait to wear.
That's before you fixed my hair,
It looks like
Laura.
a butt right there on your head.
It's like never mind. Okay, so Should you be on the market for a split-level ranch, please reach out to my sister, Jen Hedrick. She is Century 21's Realtor of the Year, 3 years running, 83, 84, and 85.
All right. Thank you. Hold 1 second, Joe. I also want to say I totally forgot that I had my picture taken with Monica Lewinsky. I totally forgot that. Totally. That's weird. I smell like cigars and Vienna sausages now. Sorry. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. When Betsy and I were kind of putting this together, I don't know the next one. I don't know what she's written. So I think it's a good time to go to the bathroom. I mean, I know the picture, but I have no idea what she's going to say.
I have been hanging on to this for 5
If this
months.
makes the donations go up, that'd be just fine. Okay.
So I just have one question. What in the Skate World parking lot, Uncle Junior's Trans Am with the T-tops out, Panama Jack fringe sleeve T-shirt, LA Gear high tops, two-toned acid wash jeans, Marlboro menthol green, Bartles and James Tropical Paradise wine cooler in your McDonald's Looney Tunes Yosemite Sam collector's glass is happening.
One more. Y'all, thank you so much. And I'll see you out in the parking lot for free wedgies. Thanks for coming tonight. We appreciate it.
When this world starts a-reeling from that pressure drop feeling, we're just treading water each day. There's a way to feel better, be well set to weather the storms till the sun shines again. When your compass is spinning and you're lost on the way, like a leaf in the wind, friend, hear me when I say, bubbles up, they will point you towards home. No matter how deep or how far you roam, they will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey gets long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above, and the joy is always enough. Bubbles up. To my friends who are jolly when melancholy knocks, sometimes they let her in to sit and share stories of flops and of glories. It ain't half as bad as the bends. Sometimes living's a struggle multiplied